for about 6 weeks. They were planting, harvesting, farm stands, learning about the different vegetation in the area. And so she was our leader in that aspect. And then Jackie and some of our other educators were at various sites throughout the city. And I'll let Jackie speak on her side. But we also had one in Inglewood at Urban Prep, James Jordan Boys and Girls Club right here by the United Center. And then we also had on the road in LCB. We operate with some elementary schools during the year, but most of our bread and butter is with the high school kids, giving them an opportunity to learn more about agriculture, maybe introduce a new career path. At the very least, learn a little bit more about their community, about different types of crops that they may not see every day, try some new things. And then some entrepreneurship and more community involvement by doing farm stands and giving away all of that produce that we grow in our gardens right back to the communities that we serve, which are primarily food insecure neighborhoods on the south and west side of Chicago. That's my little mini introduction. I would love to learn your names and at least how you got introduced um, to your group in Michigan and why you wanted to come here. And then we'll do a little talking too.
I can start. I'm Katie Grant. I have the great honor of working with beginning farmers in this organic farming training program. Before that, I was a farm worker for 5 years and a farmer.
I'm Bella. I work for Big City Neighbors. This is my second year as a farm apprentice. Before that, my first year farming was a woofing experience where I spent a whole season on a small vegetable farm up in the Apple Ridge, Michigan.
My name is Abiene. I'm also a second year farm apprentice at Big City Neighbors. And then before that, I was at Keep Growing Detroit, which is their farm.
Of me, like hitting the ground running, young partner over here, with our own farm started.
It's Kevon, and I work for the city neighborhood. I did complete an apprenticeship, and now I'm helping. We're starting up the incubator farm program. I'm helping them start that.
I'm Marty. I'm trying to get more connected to agricultural work in Chambers.
I'm Joe. I live in Detroit now. I'm in the process of starting up kind of a small market garden, micro farm deal. 10-year goal is the big family farm, hundreds of acres, but today we're going to start there. And because I know I'm a pretty ambitious gardener, but it's like I want something more well-rounded than just scattered YouTube videos. And that's why I was like, I need a training program. I don't need someone's advice.
Peace. Good morning. My name's Shane. I graduated from OFTP last year, and we have 3 different cohorts. We have Grand Rapids, we have Lansing, and we have Detroit. So I'm helping lead the Detroit cohort. And I come from a long line of growers and people that tended the earth.
All right. I'm Frank, part of the OFTP class, my first year here. Having a good time so far. I've been hearing a lot about this trip since I joined the class, and I was really excited to be here to see what all the hoopla was about. And I'm starting to see. So,
Jackie, do you want to
Yeah, hi, I'm Jackie. I'm a garden educator with Gardeneers. I've been here since March 2025. And honestly, for me, it was a career change and just wanting to do the thing I've always thought about doing, finding ways to get it done.
all right.
I guess I'm familiar, not familiar, but my family is actually from Detroit. My dad's job moved us out here late 90s. But all of our family's still out there, so I love to really see the efforts that are being done in the city. It's really amazing. My cousin's in Grand Rapids, so yes. But for me, at the very least, gardening, farming was never on my to-do list, but I got an opportunity to join the organization in an operations capacity. So I started a recent mini newsletter for the team because I call it I'm the one behind the desk that makes sure everybody else gets to do what we're doing. And I really appreciate being able to give back to the community, especially in areas similar to what I've seen, similar to even some where family may have been raised, where you don't always get the fresh produce that you deserve. And that's really our main mission, to provide some fresh produce that everybody deserves. Here in Chicago, especially in the North Lawndale area, and you'll see some additional areas out south. There's almost like a whole gardening corridor where people are just trying to beautify spaces and again do that same mission of providing fresh vegetation and new information about different produce back to the community, and give people an opportunity to kind of come out, enjoy some restorative healing with the soil, and just get to know each other in a new type of way that doesn't necessarily involve having to get dressed to go out. Do a little work like that.
Mm-hmm.
But our area up here, Chicago, our Home and Rose farm is our main farm. We've had it since 2014. We actually lease it. You'll see the train tracks right behind it. We actually lease it from CSX for what I would determine is pennies on the dollar. So all of this from here, pretty much back to the gates way back there, that's all us. And we'll host volunteer days up here, community volunteer days. We'll have occasional second Saturdays. On the second Saturday of the month, we'll have community people come out where they can volunteer and help us weed, harvest, whatever needs to be done here at the farm. And then we also have corporate volunteer groups that will come out, which we do charge. Please pay us so that we can give right back to the community. So the corporate volunteer groups come out and they'll do the same thing that our community volunteers do as well, but with the added benefit of being able to do it with their coworkers, get out of the office a little bit, and enjoy a day outside.
Is this totally abandoned, or is it ever active? And then, do you know anything about how you sort of got access next to a?
Yeah.
How you connected first with the railroad?
So
Right.
the rail does not run anymore.
Okay.
And I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the 606 trail, but there's a trail a little bit up north where they took an old rail line and converted it, kind of like they did in New York near Midtown. So they converted it into, the High Line. They converted it into like a trail, bike space, walking space. And there are rumors that they want to do that somewhere along this rail line on the west side as well. Where those plans are, I'm not sure.